Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Perfect timing.
Yes.
All right.
Clapping at the back.
Yes.
Mr. Mario.
How are you today?
Good afternoon.
Frank? Good afternoon to you.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully, and I think that Alex seems to be in a particularly good mood.
Today?
I think so.
Because he have the gift of St.
Because
Valentine.
he has the gift of St. Valentine.
The gift of St. Valentine.
That's right.
Many
Well,
people was last night were in a special mood.
Yes, and remember, so we want to say hello to...
Hello to good afternoon, ladies and
There
gentlemen,
we go.
boys and
There's the
girls,
Frank I
uncle,
know.
aunties, grandfathers, grandmas.
Alex's love feelings. We never said that. We never said hi to feelings.
Hi, Felix. How you doing?
Congratulations, Alex. You're the first feelings we've ever acknowledged and greeted.
So
Good.
I'm not sure that's good, Alex. So it's coming from Mario. How you doing, Mario? How was your week?
Well, my week's been fantastic. I went and I played golf yesterday. I met a couple of very, very nice people.
Okay.
And
Where you went?
I went to Madeiras. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
My
I don't know the
Madeiras
place.
Golf club near Lago de Guadalupe.
Okay.
And had a really good time.
Okay. And did you make some 9 holes, 18
I
holes?
played 18 holes and
Okay.
I had 3 birdies, but I don't want to talk about the other holes.
You don't want to. Okay,
well,
so
you
that
know.
means that is if it's par, probably 72 par.
Right.
On your case was like 144.
It was 90, but it could have been much better.
It couldn't be.
It could have been much better.
Okay, let's see. We're now in Instagram too, and we are in Facebook Live. Let me see who's saying hello. Mr. Alex, good afternoon. How you doing? Alex, good afternoon.
Hi.
How you doing?
Talk to his feelings.
Oh,
Remember, it's all
okay.
about the feelings today.
Okay.
Mr. Felix from Alex, how you doing? Fabiola is on Facebook Live.
Hi,
Alex.
Fabiola.
Okay.
Hi.
And yes, we say hello to
Hello.
Fabiola, and we say hello to everybody. We're listening to Mr. Elvis Aaron Presley.
Wonderful.
This is a song from January 1957, and it's called Party.
Oh,
Party.
and the song is 2 minutes and 11 seconds long. Is that right? I
Yes.
counted.
You counted?
I counted. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, we didn't start yet. We didn't start.
Come on. Okay, so today we have movies, and let me tell you,
Yes.
my baseball hat, it will give you
Oh
some
my
kind of clues.
Goodness.
Because my baseball hat, for those that are connected to internet,
Yes.
it shows that the word is Japan.
Yes.
And this is for one reason.
For one reason.
For one reason.
Okay.
Our first movie is from Japan.
Ah. Desilu production?
Not in Japan.
Okay.
It's
Do you know that for a fact?
It's Tanaka Productions in Japan.
Okay, I think
And
that's
the
a
second
cousin
thing-
of Desilu.
They are movies. They are not TV series.
Okay, but Desilu did commercial.
Yeah, commercial, yes, maybe.
And movies.
And movies? Okay.
Did they? I don't
In
know.
Japan?
Yes, in Japan.
Okay, so I don't wanna ask somebody to confirm that, but I doubt it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the first sound, and
do
I
it.
hope, because
Yes.
I give you probably a couple of months
Yes.
in like ahead
Right.
to learn Japanese.
I'm getting very close. I'm very close to being super fluent.
Okay, and the same way that you're playing guitar.
Guitar, I'm not super fluent yet, but my goodness, I'm getting good. Man,
You're
oh,
getting
man.
good.
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect because here Ronald Lobo is a friend from Orlando, Florida. Ronald
Oh.
Lobo, he's from Maracaibo, Venezuela. He's living in Orlando,
That's
Florida. He's
wonderful.
watching us in Facebook Live. Hello,
Hello.
Ronald. I hope that you're okay in Orlando. He working with something about plane services. He's part of the crew who's taking care of the planes to guide them to come to the
So the
to the
plane
dock
logistics.
station. Logistics.
I see.
As far I remember. So
I'll tell you, Frank, that's good money.
that's good money.
Good for him.
I hope good for him.
Yes, that's right.
Good for him.
Good for
And
him.
well, ready for the first?
Yes, but I want to make a quick announcement before we begin. You mentioned my guitar. I'm getting so good. Somebody happened to hear me, and I have a contract pending for this band that you may know. Do you know the band? They need another guitarist.
Oh yeah, Lime
yes,
M.
Yes.
They need a second guitar.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. So
So-
I'm this close to signing the contract. My lawyers are looking everything over. We'll see what happens.
Just a little question because
Sure.
I just
You're
be wondered.
curious. Sure.
How many hours are you training day by day in the guitar?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad you used the word training and not practicing because
Mhm.
I've taken it to another level. No more practicing. This is full guitar training. And I think I must have gone 17 minutes last week, which is huge. So I can't.
17 minutes. That means from Monday through Sunday. 17
That's
minutes.
correct, yes.
So that's been 2 minutes per day.
That means, I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 3 minutes per day. So what are we talking? Almost.
Oh yes, will be 21 minutes.
21
So
minutes.
yes, you're close to
Yes.
get your contract.
Very
That's good. So it's a good guy. Let's go with the first movie,
Okay.
please. Here. Oh, Alex just write from greetings from Mario from Spain
Hello, Alex.
and the operator. He said
Hey.
greetings from Mario and the operator. I'm online and already enjoying and learn one more time. So he's learning and he's
Good.
enjoying this show.
That's
Thank
what
you
it's
very
all
much.
about.
And we have okay. I think we make a mistake on the Instagram because the signal that is coming out is from La Pecera and it is for partner in crime.
Okay, all
But
right.
okay, so
That's
we're
all
gonna
right.
fix it. So
Yes.
no problem. So let's go with the
Let's
first
go.
movie, Alex. We're back. Ronald is on Facebook Live. Lalo Madariaga is on Facebook Live.
Oh my goodness.
So he's watching and listening.
I see.
Listen to the show.
Maybe I should make a formal protest because before we begin, how many Japanese listeners do we have? Do you know how many?
Plenty,
do you know
plenty.
How many people are listen from Japan?
More or less.
Okay.
The first guest that we have here is Seven Samurais from Kurosawa. The answer
Oh.
is no.
Okay.
This is not. And who wrote the message is Gonzalo from Argentina.
I see, Gonzalo. Very good. Well, maybe I should finish my formal protest.
Oh yeah, you're doing the formal
My
protest.
protest is that don't you think it's a little bit unfair to have a Japanese movie and all of the Japanese listeners are going to have an unfair advantage over the rest of us? I'm now thinking of not only myself, but Lalo and Alex and Mark and Claudia and everyone else that contributes to the game.
The lovely couple.
The lovely couple also.
So
yes.
you mentioned right now your protest is because we're bringing foreign movies.
Right.
After a foreign movie won the
Right.
Oscar last Sunday.
That's right, which is perfect timing.
Perfect timing
Yes.
for a protest.
Perfect timing for a protest.
So your protest will be take on count, but did you know the answer?
Well, my protest is I get the point, and then we move on to the next movie.
Alex said he have no idea.
Okay.
I have my cousin now,
Okay.
Taitiana. She's from Bogota. She's now watching us in Facebook
Hello.
Live. Hello, Taitiana. And domo arigato, konnichiwa, Eduardo-san.
Ah, good. I think I know what that means.
Because you're friendly on Japanese,
Yes. So
you see that
it looks like
that
we,
kind of rat that we have on the.
well, I don't. I would.
It
never
looks
say
it
that.
looks like some kind of mouse
so.
with glasses. Okay.
So the name of this movie, and I happen to know this because I'm a big Japanese movie fanatic.
Two, right? So you are every time that It's incredible. Okay, let's go.
So the
Which
name
one
of
is,
this
what do you
movie
think is the name?
It's called Roshomon. And you
Oh,
have
what's the name, sorry?
You have to pronounce it precisely like
What's
that.
the name?
I want you to
Again?
I want you wait.
Because
I
want to take a point maybe today. So
No.
again?
Roshomon.
Again, please can you speak slow
I'll tell you,
and loudly?
I'll do better than that. Alex, could you play the tape again so we can? Because I think
No, there is not a chance.
It's perfect.
So repeat. The name is?
Yes, I've said it twice, and this will be the third time.
And the last time.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something better than that. Because I know, and I want to help everyone else that may not understand Japanese. You spell it Rashomon. So I think we're all set.
And the name is?
Rushman.
No, it's not Rushmore like the mount.
No, not Rushmore.
It's Roshomon.
That's exactly what I
Is
said.
what you're trying to say?
That's exactly
okay,
what I said.
so
Very
you have
good.
a point.
Oof.
You were close,
That was
my
a tough
friend.
one.
You were
That
close to lose a point and start in a negative way.
I see.
This is a 1950 Jidadeiki film directed by Akira Kurosawa. Is working in close collaboration with cinematographer Kazuo Miyagawa. It starred Toshiro Mifune and other actors from Japan. The completely movies in Japanese. Although the film borrows the title from Ryonosuke Akutagawa short story called Roshomon.
Yes.
Okay, got it. It is based on Akutagawa's short story in 1922 in a groove and provide characters and a plot of story that takes place in the 8th century of Roshomon, the gate to Kyoto. That's why. So, Lalo say he get half point for Kurosawa.
That's, I don't know about a half point, but we'll give him a what, 0.0002?
You start again with giving the people...
Well, like I said, I'm being empathetic to everyone today.
Oh, okay.
Well, so, I'm sorry, Frank, but somebody said that I was being egotistical in the previous shows, and I don't want to be that persona.
You don't want to repeat you again? Okay. Thank you very much. You're so kindly. So, you probably get a lot of gifts yesterday in St. Valentine?
I did get a lot of gifts, and I have to tell you that right now, and maybe this is where the empathy's coming from, you know, there's just so much love in the air. You know, we felt it from Alex. You know, it's...
I'm not sure if the feeling that Alex had is a feeling regarding to love. I think that what the feeling that he have is hungry.
Is hungry?
Is hungry.
Oh.
Because it's 4 p.m. He didn't take his lunch yet. So.
I wonder, Frank, I'm sorry, are you able to eat love?
Can you go to some information regarding to the movie? You have some kind of...
I do, actually, I do. Listen, this is a wonderful movie, and I have to tell you that this is what, I think we said 1950. Well, in 1946, I think he began to push the movie out there, and there were a couple of people that were very reluctant to make it. The studio signed on, and in 1948, they said, we don't want any part of it. It's too crazy. We don't like the idea. So it took him some more time to actually get the story made. The visual style was actually imitated through silent films. So he was a big fan of silent films, so he tried to adapt that. The main set was so big, it was humongous. They had, you know how people believe that heaven is on 4 pillars, and so there's like a... Frank, why are you looking at me just because I'm talking about heaven?
Well, I'm just surprised that you have that kind of knowledge. That's it.
So supposedly heaven, and I can ask Alex this, where is heaven? It's above us, exactly. Okay. And so heaven can fall on us if it doesn't have pillars. And so the pillars hold heaven up. And so they did the same thing, but the set was so huge that the roof was starting to cave, and they had to minimize it somehow. And then one more quick thing is an assistant actually left the film because he did not understand the story.
Okay. And what's the story?
Well, the story's wonderful. It's a wonderful story because it is a different way of seeing something. So we're talking about perspectives, right? So we have the same situation supposedly. So if we all sit here and we see a Coca-Cola bottle fall on the ground,
thank you, Coca-Cola, for doing
yeah,
he's doing the sponsorship
that's right,
for
some
our
more
show.
sponsorship.
Okay?
If we see a Coca-Cola fall on the ground, we're all going to supposedly have the same perspective. But what this movie tells us is that that's not the case at all. Each person had their own different perspective / story. And so that alone makes it very, very creative.
And because the movie is regarding to a murder
Yes.
that happened between a bandit,
That's
a
right.
samurai's wife,
Right.
and two witnesses.
And that's right.
So they take this bandit to the court to be judged, and they have to present each perspective from the witness,
Right.
from the samurai, from the bandit, to find out what happened in reality.
That is Roshomon?
That's Roshomon.
Wow.
It's good? It's
Yeah, look
great
at that.
movie.
The pronunciation's perfect.
You see, he's
It's
now.
almost as
You know
good as
why
mine.
is the reason? Because he have now a lollipop.
Yes.
So he
The
have
energy.
sugar on
That's
the
right.
and what we call that he is not hungry anymore. And I have a question from you, for you, Mario.
Oh, of course.
The question is this:
Okay.
what's better than a birdie?
Well, there's an eagle, which is 2 shots below par, and then there's something called an albatross, which is 3 shots below par. And then, of course, you have your hole in one.
Okay.
So it's
So
very
you have
difficult.
three options to be better than a birdie.
You have 3 options. Yes, 3
Eagle,
options. Eagle,
albatross,
albatross, and hole in
a
one.
hole in one. Okay. I hope that the person who sent the question will be
Of course.
the answer will be
Well,
he say wow. So it does mean that it's surprise.
Oh, good. Well, good.
Okay, let's
Good,
go
good.
with music. It's okay for you?
Yes, well, can I mention one quick thing? There was a problem on the movie, and the problem was leeches. Do you know what leeches are?
Yes.
Well, leeches were all over the set, and when they would get near trees, the leeches would fall out of the trees, and so they found a solution.
Why
Just
did
in
it?
case you have a leech problem, I want to be of help to everyone.
Oh, thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes,
So
yes.
you're a naturalist like National Geographic Channel. Welcome.
I happen to know about leeches and leech problems, yes. I had a business, but it didn't go well. Anyway, salt. So the actors and actresses covered themselves with salt because leeches don't like salt, and they didn't have any more leech problems.
Wow.
Yes.
So salt is the solution.
Salt is the miracle drug.
Okay, salt was currency in some part of the world's era. And now let's go with music because we're late. This is Frank Sinatra, March 1950, None But the Lonely Heart.
All right.
All right. We're back. So
Very good.
this is that kind of trailer, that sound that you always can hear the voices of different actors.
You can recognize.
You can recognize the voices of these particular people, and obviously at the beginning you have the host doing, this is an incredible film, that, this and that.
Right, which was very, very popular in those days.
In those days, this is from 1959.
1959. I don't know if you know this, but Mark is an expert at these
Yes,
types
he's a
of
Western.
films. He's a very, very much of a Western
So you think this is a
fanatic.
Western?
I am only saying that because I could hear a particular actor's voice. And I don't want to give anybody clues because obviously I want to win.
Oh, excuse me, so you know the answer.
I do know the answer.
And
Yes,
you have
I do know the
any
answer. I don't have any guesses here. And do you have any guesses from anyone?
I'm waiting because we have a little delay on the transmission, so that's why I just give the chance to Lalo to find out the answer, or Alex to find out the answer,
right?
Or maybe maybe Fabiola, Fabiola that knows. She's connected, or Tatiana, or even Ronald.
Sure. Well, I think I've given everyone enough time, so I'm going to have to tell you what the movie is.
Okay.
And this is a wonderful movie.
The answer is Never So Few.
Never So Few. That's not the answer.
That's not the answer.
But that was a good guess.
Yeah, that was Gonzalo from Argentina.
Good, good, good. The name of this movie is...
The name of the movie is...
Rio Bravo.
Rio Bravo. Oh... Like you can hear, we have a lot of public here. They're live. So can you...
Oh, yeah. We have a live audience.
Live audience.
That's great.
And they're clapping live again.
Wonderful. This is not a tape.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, those are the people clapping.
And do you remember that equipment that made the love? It was called lithogram or something like that.
Oh, yes.
That make, okay.
Right.
We're using two.
Okay.
Rio Bravo is a 1959 American Western film produced and directed by Howard Hawks and starred by John Wayne, Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson, Angie Dickinson.
Wow.
This is based on a short story called Rio Bravo from B.H. McCampbell. The film is about the sheriff of the town of Rio Bravo, Texas, who arrests the brother of a powerful local rancher to help his drunken deputy friend. With the help of a cripple and a young gunfighter, they hold off the rancher's gun. Rio Bravo was filmed on the location at Old Tucson Studios outside of Tucson, Arizona in Technicolor.
Well, I don't remember, but I think John Wayne made over 100 films. It's just some crazy amount of films. And there's a lot of really good things here. So you mentioned the drunkard, right?
That is called in the movie was called Borrachón.
Borrachón. Okay.
It was you can pronounce as Borrachón.
Right.
And it's Spanish for big drunk.
But I think borrachón is in Spanish for, or French for borracho.
Sure, but in English it's big drunk.
In English it's big drunk. Well, listen to this. So Dean Martin was approached by Howard Hanks. And Dean Martin was doing a show. And Howard Hanks knew he wanted a drunk person. And Dean Martin had the fame, is that how you would say it? The reputation, supposedly, of liking to drink a lot.
You say Howard Hughes.
Howard Hanks.
Okay.
Hawks, sorry.
No,
Howard Hawks.
Howard Hawks. Okay.
Howard Hawks. And so
Howard Hawks, that is the producer and the director.
That's right. So Howard Hawks found out that Dean Martin did a show in Las Vegas the night before, and at midnight contracted private plane to go to the meeting. He found out about this, called Dean Martin and said, listen, get your costume, you got the part. And that was all she wrote.
That was all.
That was all.
And remember that on those days, Dean Martin was part of the Rat Pack.
Yes, he was. Very busy guy. Very busy schedule.
And Dean Martin was always joined with a martini.
With a martini and a cigarette. He loved tobacco. Loved it. So this was also John Wayne's and Ward Bond's 22nd film together and their final film together.
Okay.
And then here's a nice little tidbit. So John Wayne was actually nervous about love scenes with his character. The character's name was Feathers.
Feathers?
Right.
That was Angie Dickinson.
That was Angie Dickinson.
That she was well known later as the policewoman.
Exactly.
And let me tell you,
Yes.
let me tell you some information. John Wayne Wayne made 140 movies.
It was 140. Unbelievable.
I get the information because Lalo Madariaga had the information.
Thank you, Lalo. Thank you. Well, the reason John Wayne was nervous was because he was 51 when they made the film, and guess how old Angie Dickinson was? 26.
26, okay.
And he was able to have a love scene with Angie Dickinson, who some people consider very, very...
attractive in those days.
That's right. Thank you. I was going to say the wrong word. Thank you. Saved me.
You know that I try to be political correct.
That's right.
Just before you're doing some kind of your messages.
Some kind of message. And then the last thing is that, do you know that Quentin Tarantino says, we all know who that is, before he enters into a relationship with anyone, a girl, he says, we're gonna watch Rio Bravo. If you like the film, we'll continue. If you don't, you'll have to leave immediately.
So that's the way that he makes
Filters.
an evaluation. He filters.
He filters, yes.
Okay.
So,
ready to go to music because we are late.
okay, let's do it.
Let's go with Junior Parker. This is from September 1953, and it's called Mystery Train. This is like a jazz version. It sounds really good.
Okay.
Of a sound of
see.
a train. So let's hear it.
Okay.
And we were listening the four guys from Liverpool.
Those four guys.
Those guys. The Beatles, October 1965, In My Life. So, are you ready for the next movie?
I am ready.
And I want to repeat what I said
of course.
off the record. Listen, the next sound trailer will be only 20 seconds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play, we're gonna give you the chance, and we're gonna repeat again the sound.
Okay.
So that means the sound will be repeated 2 times.
Okay. Is there a particular reason for that?
The particular reason is because there's only a couple of people that doing some kind of interview, and you have to listen very, very carefully.
Okay.
What they're talking about, because there's not a chance to find the movie only by those sounds.
Well, why don't we play it 4 times?
Take your headphones,
Okay.
close your eyes, open your ears, and let's go, Alex. And that's it. That's no other clue from this particular movie from 1964.
Now,
So let's find out. It may be Alex or Claudia.
Yes, I have a.
Did you say hello to Claudia today?
I did say hello to Claudia.
Hello, Claudia.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
Claudia. How
Thank
are
you
you?
for listening. Hello to the lovely couple. We have some sounds on the back. There's like somebody's tapping and dancing because they're doing some rehearsal for tomorrow. And we have to say hello to the lovely couple.
Yes, the lovely couple.
Are the lovely couple listen?
I have to tell you that I'm living with the lovely couple at the moment, and on top of that, it's Valentine's Love Day, and not only that, you know that Valentine's was on Friday, and what does that mean?
That was yesterday.
That means it was yesterday, but yes, that means there was many conversations that said, "Hi, honey, you know, I'm a little bit tired after work. Why don't we go out on Saturday, baby?" So today is like Valentine's Day.
For who?
For many people, for many couples. I was in the metro and I was hearing conversations like that all over the place. And now some people say, listen, we will wait from Friday because there's going to be too many people at the restaurants. We're going to wait for Saturday, too many people at the restaurants. Let's just go out on Sunday, honey. What do you think? And so then the woman responds, baby, you've been thinking about me so much. Thank you. And you're so considerate. And there's more love. So it's...
That what you hear about the lovely couple?
Yes.
And I think that your pa is on vacation. And
Right.
Mario Sr. and
Yes.
Stella, they're on vacation.
They're on
so he
vacation.
said that he was very tired because he was working.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't understand, but...
That was a different person.
Oh, it was a different person.
Yes. The point
And
is
the answer of the movie
the
is...
point is that Valentine's Day lasts
a
for 3
heart
days.
Days
No,
Night.
wait a minute. I was just about to say that.
Lalo is the winner!
Very good, very good.
Let me tell you, it was very, very difficult to select the sound of the trailer of the movie. Because the trailer is like 2 minutes,
Right,
and a minute 40 is the song.
right.
So obviously I will not put the sound.
You
so
couldn't
I have
put
to,
the song.
I have to choose only. So Lalo, very
Good
good.
job.
This is a 1964 musical comedy. It was filmed, directed by Richard Lester, and starring the English rock band The Beatles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. During the height of Beatlemania, it was written by Alan Owen and originally released on United Artists. The film portrays 36 hours in the lives of the group.
Did you see the when? Well, actually, when did you see the movie?
Never.
Oh, really?
I saw the trailer only.
You saw the trailer? Okay.
But I
Have
heard
you-
a lot of mention regarding to the movie because you can see that those guys never can go outside because the groupies
Right.
are chasing them.
Right. It's kind of Alex's life.
Alex Live, after he did 10 days
The
ago,
improv, yes.
the improv.
So much. It went viral.
Mhm.
Are you okay?
It's like the movie from Korea, Parasites.
Parasites, yes.
So you're going viral.
You go viral.
Like the Tecate virus.
Like the Tecate virus.
Tecate. It's not Tecate? Oh, no, it's coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Corona.
I heard that the Heineken virus is going to be coming soon
Yes, but the Heineken with 0 grades
with
of
zero.
alcohol.
That's right. So the movie was actually had a working title, and they were calling it Beatlemania. And after an exhausting day, they came up with the phrase "a hard day's night." Well, the title track was actually written in one day. Do you remember the title track? It's "Can't Buy Me Love." Well, 8 days before filming, they introduced the title track to Walter Shenson, who I think was the producer.
Mm-hmm.
The other names for the movie, well, actually, in Germany it was called Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. In Italy it was called All for One. In France, Four Boys in the Wind. In Finland, Yeah, Yeah, Here We Come. And in Brazil, The Kings of Yeah,
And
Yeah,
if they go to Spain, probably the name will be The Four Guys of the Apocalypse.
That could be.
Because they changed the name of everything,
Of
so
everything.
you never know what it is.
Yes. And then the other thing is that the movie actually competed for 2 Academy Awards. One was Best Screenplay and the other one was Best Adapted Score. Well, they lost the first one and the second one, but the funny thing is that the original songs never received a nomination.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's go with music.
Let's do it.
This is from February 1965. It's Shangri-Las with Out in the Street. We're back. So, do you have some clues on this particular movie?
I do have. You mean clues, or do you want me to? Because clues would help everyone else.
You have it on the sounds of the movie.
Well, I mean, the voices, they're always helpful. And
Yes.
there's a very distinct voice there from a particular actor. Not as distinct as John Wayne, of course,
Okay.
but still very, very distinct. And I could mention that person's name, but that may give away the movie. Are you trying to push me into doing that?
Oh, excuse me. And let's find out.
Let's see.
Let's see if there's any. The producers, Lalo Madariaga.
No,
February
that's not
15.
That's not right. That's not right.
Lalo, yes,
My goodness.
you are the guy. I mean, Lalo is training for the contest, I'm telling you. This is a 1967 American satirical black comedy film written and directed by Mel Brooks. The starring was Zero Mostel, Gene Wilder, Dick Shawn, and Kenneth Mars. The film is about a theater producer and his accountant who, as a part of a scam, have to stage the worst stage musical they can create. It was Brooks' directorial debut, and he won an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Well, you know that we've done quite a few Mel Brooks movies before.
Yes, sir.
And they're all very, very funny, very, very innovative. Quite a novelty when you watch one of his movies.
And he's not normally political correct.
Exactly. He's not a very political correct person. Well, one of the things was that this was a movie that was actually inspired by real Broadway producers,
Mm-hmm.
and Mel Brooks was in that genre, and he picked up on it and came up with the idea. One thing that was interesting is that the studio wanted to replace Hitler with Mussolini.
Because Mussolini have more, he used to have more feelings for the music, or
I think they thought that Hitler was too evil, so they wanted someone less evil.
less evil,
That's right.
like Doctor No, or maybe
That's right.
what was the name of the small guy, Alex? You remember the movie, the Doctor Strange, the Doctor
Doctor Maldito. Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, but the bad guy was
Dr.
In
Evil.
Spain,
Dr. Evil.
Evil.
Doctor Evil.
Dr. Evil.
I have
Oh,
this
yes.
message for
Oh,
you.
of course.
Lalo mentioned, I am taking my lodger and bodyguards for the challenge.
Oh, really?
So
Really?
this is bringing a spice to the challenge.
Well, we
It's
want.
hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, it's getting hot, Alex. Well, I want to help. Of course, I'm being very compassionate today. Lalo a little bit. Lalo, bodyguards and lawyers will not be allowed for that particular contest unless your name is Mario. So, I just wanted to.
You're
save
Mario
you
or
some money.
Luigi, so one of those
I
guys
just
from
want-
Nintendo.
Yes, I just wanted to save
Or,
I just
or your
wanted to
bodyguard
say-
name is Santo.
and mil máscaras. That's right.
Okay.
And I think there may be a special guest that day. Gloria Trevi is thinking
Gloria
about coming.
Trevi?
That's right. Yes.
The goddess of the night.
That's how many times do I have to tell you? That's Gloria Trevi. I don't know her. I know Gloria Trevi, who I had the
Oh,
situation
the guy,
with.
the girl that make like in some kind of
Yes.
whatchamacallit, they put some kind of restriction on you.
Yeah, she was. Exactly.
And now is your close friend?
Now, well,
Did Claudia knows about it?
No, it's not a close friend. It's not a close friend.
So it's a
But
fan?
she's been threatening me.
Okay.
And so that would be a good time to be surprised. And I'm just
So she
being,
will be here.
I don't
Gloria
know.
Trevi, the
I'm
goddess of the
being-
night.
I'm being very vigilant.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go with music because this is getting weird and weird. This is Marvin Gaye, February 1967. I heard it through the grapevine. And we are back. Now we're in the 70s. We were listening to Mr. Billy Joel. This is from July 1971.
1971.
This is one of the first hits that he had. And She Got Away. Lovely song. Remember that Billy Joel will be here in Mexico City in this month. I think it will be
I think it is
in a
this
couple
month.
of weeks. Or maybe next week.
I wonder-
26th of February, I think it is.
I wonder if Alex has any connections. Maybe you can ask him to join the show. Alex.
Alex, can you help us to bring Billy Joel to the show?
Do you know?
That means yes, that means no,
Yes,
that means
yes.
you don't know
Wait a
anyone?
second.
Man, you don't answer.
The show is.
The show must go on. We're going to be back to Instagram in a couple seconds, please.
Okay, good.
And we're gonna be start with the movie.
The show of Billy Joel is the 6th of March.
March 6th, okay?
March
That's a
6th.
couple of weeks.
So Alex, do you know anybody that you can call to have Billy join our show?
No,
Oh,
Why?
because I don't.
you're a Billy Joel fan, of course.
Of course, but I don't have many friends
I see.
that can.
You don't have friends in business.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Too bad for you. Okay, so let's go with the first movie
Okay,
of the
let's
70s.
do it. Okay,
This is I hope that you enjoy
okay.
these sounds of the
Let's-
trailer. So
let's do it.
let's go. Okay, so you have 4 different entrances of the
Yes.
same movie.
Yes, you do. Mm.
And maybe the third entrance was the hilarious because
It
this
was.
guy started screaming. And the last one was like Chinese, I think, because I didn't get it.
It was Asian, yes. But now I think that it was a British accent.
It was a British accent.
And so I think that helps you because we know that that's probably not a Desilu production.
Okay.
Okay. So you see how my mind works? I start limiting and finding out which one makes sense and which one doesn't make sense.
Okay, that
Okay.
surprised me.
That's
So
right.
you have a method.
I do have a method. I do have a method.
Okay.
And just before we continue, Alex, the score is now 7-1. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, very
That's
good.
right.
Why you say yes?
Yeah.
So are you
Thank
are
you.
you
No,
trading
thank you.
like
The
friends?
really score is Lalo have 2 points and have 0 points.
Mario have 0.
She have 0.
No, Mario have 2 and Lalo have 2. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's why I'm the presenter and I'm at the anchor of this show.
I'm very confused. All I know, it's 7-1. Let's continue. Please, let's change the subject.
But
I'm
he
getting,
lost
I'm getting
at 1
frustrated,
point.
Alex. Please. Please.
He's getting frustrated. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's like a baby. He's doing here and he's
Don't
in
cry,
because he's not
baby.
getting the toy. So he want to get the score to his side. Okay.
Okay.
So nobody's answered so far. Oh, Alex, are you still around? Or Lalo, are you ready? Hello. But okay, yes, you say you heard some accent from where?
This was an English accent.
It was a British accent.
It was a British accent.
Okay.
And not only that, the sound of the music in the back is very much like a certain type of movie series that was done back then. And
So Lalo,
the name,
he don't know. So you're lucky.
Okay.
He don't
So the name
know.
of this movie is called Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Holy God of
That's right.
my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's a 1975 British comedy film and is concerning to the Arthurian legend, written and performed by the Monty Python comedy group of Graham Chapman, John Cleese, Terry Gilliam, Eric Idle, Terry Jones, and Michael Palin, and directed by Gillian Jones. It's incredible because what they're doing is a new story about Arthur
Right.
and the Knights of the Round Table. So, King Arthur and his squire Patsy travel through Britain, searching for men to join to the Knights of the Round Table. Along the way, he recruits Sir Bedivere, the wise, Sir Lancelot, the
Yes.
brave,
Yes.
Sir Galahad, the pure, Sir Robin, not quite so brave as Sir Lancelot, and Sir not appearing in this film, along with their squires and Robin's troubadours. Can you imagine that?
I can't imagine that. But I have to tell you that I don't know how many movies Monty Python put together, but there was a few.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them still have what's called a cult following.
No, yes.
So people go and just, form a group and watch these Monty Python movies. The one thing I learned was that the name Monty Python doesn't mean anything. There were other names called Owl Stretching Time, The Toad Elevating Moment, A Horse, a Spoon, and a Basin, okay? But basically, somebody mentioned that why don't we call it something slithery like Python? And Monty is kind of a British stereotype for a drunkard or a borracho.
Borracho?
That's right. Or
The
a
big drunk?
borracho. The big drunk.
Like the movie from John Wayne?
From John Wayne. So I think that's kind of where they got that. The other thing is that all the castle interiors are actually one castle. So they did a lot of work to make sure that it didn't look like
They
the
look
same
different,
thing.
okay.
They look different. And then something very, very cool, I thought. So do you know, what do Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Genesis have in common with this particular film?
No, don't know.
Do you know, Alex?
No, I don't know.
Okay. What they have in common is that they all invested money into the film.
Monty Python?
Monty Python. Again, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Genesis. I think they were trying to get investors 200,000, and they convinced 10 separate investors. 3 of those investors were Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Genesis. So I thought that was pretty cool.
How much they have to...
Well, it was 10, so each band...
it was 200, so
was
each
200.
one was 20.
20, that's
Okay,
right.
got it.
And that is not dollars, but... Do you know?
No, there was pounds.
That's right.
Now they're pounds back
They're
again.
pounds. Yes, they are.
Because this is political and they have some kind of decision.
Brexit.
that I'm not sure. So, yes, in fact, when I heard the trailer, I started listening and it's a normal trailer.
Right.
When they stop and say, hey, wait, next, and they came to another and say, hold on, what's going on here? And then, no, there was the third, and he was screaming, and no, they went to fourth, and he was like Chinese or something, and say, I mean, this is a trailer, it's hilarious. I mean,
It's funny.
because the first one, it was really good, and no, they don't like it, so. And the second one, probably he don't know how to read. And the third one was screaming.
Screaming, sure. Sure.
Man, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
And one last quick thing. The extras in the movie were actually students or tourists.
Oh.
And they were each paid £2, free transportation, food, and a lot of craziness for a full day's work.
So what they're doing is, you want a special day?
Right.
Come with us, you get free food, you have entertainment, and you have £2.
That's right.
And you will be part of a movie.
How much are £2, Alex, in pesos? Do you know?
No.
£2 in pesos.
2 pounds.
If a dollar is like 19 pesos.
Right.
So an euro is probably like 24, 20. And pound maybe is like 26, 28.
I would say 20, yeah, probably closer to 28.
20, 20 pesos. The euro is at 20 pesos.
Okay.
No,
So
the euro is like 22.
what is
so-
the pound right now?
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me, 20.8 cents of pesos.
Sorry.
Okay. And so
The pounds?
we're talking about 50 to 60 pesos.
Did you remember one of your students called Rodrigo de la Rosa?
I do.
He's now on Facebook Live.
Really?
He's watching us.
That's wonderful.
And
Hello,
a pound,
Rodrigo.
it's a British pound, is 24.18 pesos Mexicanos today on Saturday the 15th.
So 50
February
pesos.
24.
50. Because they gave you
24.
2 pounds.
2 pounds, it
So
was
you get 50 pesos.
48.36.
That's right.
Just to be fair.
But they didn't like to give change. They would just give you 50 pesos.
Oh, they give you 50
Yes.
pesos. Okay.
Okay.
So you were part of that. And we have Elena Romero. You know who is Elena Romero?
Elena Romero.
She's from Bogota.
Oh, really?
She worked with us. She is the marketing coordinator for Latin America, and now she is in Facebook. And
That's wonderful.
she's saying, "Hi, teacher. Hi, Mr. Frank." Is Rodrigo who's saying that.
Very good.
So, hi, Mr.
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. How you doing? So,
you know, Rodrigo's English is getting very good.
it's very,
He's a very confident
very well
person.
looking.
And good looking too.
Good
yes.
looking too. That's good, Rod. Just keeping. And thank you, Elena, for watching. Now we're going with music. This is from March 1973. It's Elton John's, and the title of the song is Daniel. It's a very good song.
Oh, that is a good song.
So, what was the deal in British politics? Because this new guy that looks like the
Right.
American president,
They
that he have a
both have
blondie
wonderful
and
hair.
what's the name of that?
What is his name? I don't remember
Well,
his name.
that guy, he convinced the people to finally sign the exit of the UK from the European community. That's right.
Well, I don't know an incredible amount, but generally what happened was the people that are pro-Brexit
Mm-hmm.
have been fighting this for a while. They want to get out of the European Union. And people also want to stay. And so
Mhm.
the previous prime minister, I forgot her name, she couldn't get it done. She couldn't get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came into
The
the
previous
picture.
one.
The previous one. And then he came into the picture, and all of a sudden, I don't know what he did or what he said, but many people were okay with it. And so it's really confusing. What did he do that the previous prime minister didn't do? Well, now it looks like it's been finalized. And so many people are very, very, very happy with his work.
Some are happy, some are very angry.
Some are very
I
angry.
have Facebook friends from UK,
Sure.
and the comments on the Facebook,
Oh, I'm sure.
it's really, really bad. So
I'm sure.
I'm not bad. I don't know about politics. That's why I don't talk about politics.
Right.
I left the things about politics and politicians to the show from Monday to Friday that is called Topota Madre.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
They're talking about the 40. They're talking about a lot of different things that they're so creative doing the show Monday to Friday. They have from 5 to 6 p.m. and their, whatchamacallit, they said, su noticiero de cabecera. You headlines news.
Headline news.
It's very new, that kind of concept.
Yes, it is.
So, and the other thing that we have is 2 days ago was the expo in Santa Fe. It was an SAP expo.
As a matter of fact, one of the caddies yesterday had an SAP hat.
Oh yes.
And I asked him, how do you know?
And I have a Japan hat.
Yes, you do.
So I was on the Japan expo. Or in
I'm
fact,
sure
this
there's
is brand
one.
new. You remember that I was in Japan
I
like
do
16
remember.
months ago?
And yes,
And this is the first time that I wear this hat.
that's the first. It looks brand new.
It's completely brand
It
new.
looks brand new.
I take the
Has anyone else touched it?
yes, the lady who sold it.
Since it's been in Mexico?
No.
Okay. Alex, would you like to touch his hat? Okay, good.
That cannot be allowed. If you try to touch my baseball hat, I'm gonna kick you.
Okay.
Why you have to bring that kind of thoughts to Alex?
Why do I have to do what?
Did you have to bring that kind of thoughts to Alex?
Oh, I don't think I gave a thought. I was just a suggestion.
Oh, it was a suggestion?
That's right.
You
But
never
if-
you
I
never suggest. You are you manipulate. And we're back. This is, I mean, you have to watch us in Facebook because this is kind of hilarious. I'm using a brand new baseball hat that I bring from Japan like since 16 months ago. And Mario was asking if somebody touched the baseball hat And I say, yes, the sales girl in Japan.
Who was Japanese, I
Who was
guess.
Japanese, absolutely. And
The other question was?
Did anyone touch it in Mexico?
That's right.
I say no.
Right.
Then Mario suggests
Thank you.
to Alex to come here close and touch the baseball hat. The situation is this. Mario never suggests. He manipulates.
That's not true. And I want to make sure that everyone understands the story. Alex, I think you'll agree. And, well, it's on tape. Frank
It's on tape.
Frank said he would. Is this okay?
I will kick the
I will
person
kick the person
who's tried to touch my baseball hat.
So not even touch my baseball
Yeah.
hat. Tries to touch
Try.
my baseball hat. A kick in the.
In the bum bum.
That's right.
Okay, so we were listening to Elton John. The song is Daniel. That's from March 1973.
Very nice.
Now we're gonna be listening a very particular movie. So
Okay.
let's go. Strong words coming in the sounds of our show in this hour.
Very strong
But
words.
again, I cannot censor what is on the movie.
That's right. No.
So it was clear that somebody was calling another person SOB.
I heard that. Well, this is a very transparent show. We don't hide behind the curtain.
No, we don't try to manipulate.
No manipulation.
We don't try to talk about Miss Gloria Trevi.
No.
That is the goddess of the night.
No. As a matter of fact, do you have tickets to the Goddess of the Night?
I saw some pictures of a friend that she was yesterday
Okay.
in the concert of Gloria Trevi because she have like a special gift for St. Valentine's.
Okay.
So she was in the concert, and I think she
Oh,
enjoyed.
really?
Yes.
Did you know what people do now at concerts, right? Alex, I think you'll agree. You don't watch the concert. You take your phone and you tape the concert. Can you have her send me that tape?
Well, I don't think that she taped it.
I'm wondering.
But even that, you probably find out on YouTube.
Okay, I'll take a look.
So you are one of the fans that the person who threatened you, so now is kind of turned the table. And okay, so let's find out because we were talking about this.
Well, I know this movie, and
Jingle or Jungle? Nope.
I know this movie because it has a very powerful emotional backdrop. So the name of the movie is...
The name of the movie is...
A Woman Under the Influence.
Oh, yes. You know how to...
There we go.
You get it. You
there
get
we
it.
go.
We have people from La Raza. It's a 1974 American drama film written and directed by John Cassavetes. The story follows a woman whose unusual behavior leads to conflict with her blue-collar husband and family. You know which actors are the leading roles?
Well, I think it's Gina Rowlands and Peter Falk.
Peter Falk, Columbo. You got it.
Columbo, yes.
Columbo. So, yes, sir. And as far as I understand, the wife have some kind of situation
Right.
with the day by day.
Sure.
So she decided to probably have some incidents, some troubles with her day by day, and obviously what it happened is that she was sent to the doctor. So she was taken to a medical facility.
Right.
And the husband had to be taking care of the 3 children. and she was taken away from around 6 months. And the lady name was Mabel.
Well, this was originally supposed to be a stage play.
Okay.
And they decided no, because the actress Roland thought that having to play that part night after night would give her a nervous breakdown.
Well, after all that,
All the
yes.
emotional exhaustion would just give her a nervous breakdown. The other thing I found here was that Peter Falk, who we know is the actor, he actually put up some of his money. As a matter of fact, $500,000 of his own money. Yes. This was a very low budget film. It was an independent film. And so they were trying to save money but for different things. And so on one outdoor scene, the director powered his equipment by hijacking a municipal power line, like they do here in Mexico. I've never seen it, but
I mean,
yes.
Are you saying that here it's?
It happens too.
That's a very hard declaration.
It's a very strong declaration, but I'm behind it. It also required a lot of people that did not get paid. There were a lot of students there that just wanted to have an experience of being there for a movie. So they had something called working for free or working for deferred salaries.
Wow. Okay?
And the last thing here, it was one of the first movies to be successfully independently distributed, because the studios didn't want to finance the film. They weren't interested in distributing the film after it was finished. So what did he do? He began to call theater owners and asked them to put the film on, and he had a little bit of a reputation with them. And so he's also sent it to college campuses. Well, guess what happened? He made $6.1 million, and all of it went back to him, his investors, the cast, and the crew. Not one penny to any studio.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't it good?
I like it. I like it. Very good. Now we're going with music.
Okay.
With one of groups that you maybe knows, Ramones.
Of course.
You know Ramones, and did you know? Maybe I'm gonna be doing a mispronunciation, so I want to be sure.
Okay.
The song is called Blitzkrieg Bop.
That's right.
That is correct.
Blitzkrieg Bop. You got it.
Blitzkrieg Bop. This is from January 1976.
All right.
Now we're back, and we were listening to original name band Jefferson Airplane.
That's right.
Then they changed the name to Earth Starship. This information came from the person who know a lot about movie and TV series, and now he surprised me with music too. Mario Benitez. We built this city. This is from August 1985.
There we go.
You have the clapping machine?
I was waiting for the clapping machine.
It sounds.
There we go. Okay, now everything's perfect. Okay.
And he, like always, humble. Like his guy is from Argentina. Ready for the movie?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go for the first movie of the 80s. And we're back. And there's some Junior. Here comes Junior.
Here comes Junior.
And it's very confusing movie. In fact, when I was listening, and I was like, I saw the movie.
Right.
And I saw in Spanish.
Okay.
So when you listen in English, in the regional language with the regional actors, I mean, the accent is from South.
It's a Southern accent.
It's a complete, I mean, they use different words, different way that if you don't have your ear like prepared, you're going to be like, what are they saying? What are they talking about?
What are they talking about?
Which part of Southern is this? This is from Texas? This is from...
you know what? I think it is from Texas, because the people in the north don't quite talk like that. It must be from Texas. Well, it's raising Arizona,
from south side. It can be from Mississippi. It can be from
probably a little further
Atlanta.
west. Probably
okay, it's from the other
west.
side. Okay,
That's it.
Can be from Arizona. Can be from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That way. because it's very difficult. I mean,
Yes,
if you are a foreign person that try to find which and try to understand, I mean, you have to be like very careful and listen, because the accent and the words are so kind of complicated,
Particular, sure.
particular. And we have here a comment that the movie is called Sanctum. The answer is no.
Okay.
It's not Sanctum.
No.
This is. Do you know the movie, Alex? No idea.
I don't have idea.
You understand what I say to and
It's hard.
you can catch some words.
That's
Very difficult.
Good.
So
good.
at the beginning, you can hear that someone is saying to the other, "Why you using that kind of pantyhose in your head?" or something like that.
Right.
That's right.
And you say, "What?
What?
What he said?"
Well, that's the whole point of the show, actually, is to, try and help people hear a little bit more English and learn a lot of these expressions that you wouldn't hear in a normal, conversation as a second language. So that's very good.
And we listen from British accent.
We've got some.
Now we
British
have
accent,
Southern accent.
We have some Southern accent.
And we have from Central Japan accent.
Central Japanese accent. Yes, yes. And what you were saying also about not understanding certain things, but as you watch the movie and you see the physical movements of the people, maybe you don't understand the expression of the phrase, but you get some idea of what it is. So I think that's helpful too.
So did you know the name of
I
this?
know the name of this. We just mentioned.
Oh!
We just,
Done. Oh!
Whoa, whoa,
Something
whoa,
that
whoa.
falls. So
So we
don't.
just had.
We just
We were
get.
just talking about accents, and this
And
was a
something happened.
raising Arizona accent.
Yes! It was Racing Arizona. It's a 1987 American crime comedy film, and it was directed by Joel Cohen and produced by Ethan Cohen and written by Joel and Ethan. It starred Nicolas Cage as H.I. McDonough, an ex-convict, and Holly Hunter as Edwina Ed McDonough, and a former police officer and High's wife. Other members of the cast include Trey Wilson, William Forsythe, John Goodman, Frances McDormand, Sam McMurray, and Randall Texcap. The funny part of this information is that Nicolas Cage was a regular burglar,
Right.
and he was catched so many times that he fell in love with the lady who's take the pictures
Yes.
for the book of convicts,
Yeah. What is that picture called? Your mugshot.
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 And obviously, when they married, half of the church were police, and the other half was
Were-
ex-con.
That's right.
And the girl can have. She didn't get pregnant. There is no way.
Right.
They did several different kind of tests,
Right.
and they found out that she cannot have babies.
Right.
So the solution was one of the richest person. Oh my God, the person that is on the state, they get 5 children.
5 children.
5 children.
So the great idea was.
The great idea, what they come, is that they will kidnap one of the babies.
Wonderful idea.
Oh, sure. If they have 5, why they cannot bring the happiness
Sure.
to someone else?
Sure.
And that's the thing that happened in the movie. And obviously, what happened after that, it's nothing else that the father tried to get back the children, obviously.
Sure.
And what is happening is that he asked for a bounty hunter. So a bounty hunter came to the place to
Right.
get obviously the children back.
To get the children back.
So you have any other comments?
Well, they actually wrote the movie, the script, in only 4 months. And I think they spent only $2 million on the movie. So very low budget. And the other thing is that Nicolas Cage almost didn't get the part because they actually had Kevin Costner audition 3 separate times.
Oh.
So he was very, very close to getting
Wow.
the part.
Okay.
This is funny. There were a lot of babies fired from the film. And what that means is there was a certain part where they needed some babies to crawl.
Okay.
But every time they had a new baby actor go up there, the baby would start to walk. And they're like, no, we need him to crawl. And after many babies got fired, one woman said, you know what? I'm going to put my baby's shoes on backwards so it's uncomfortable for them to walk and they'll have to crawl.
Very smart lady.
Very smart lady. It didn't work. So the part went to T.J. Kun, who was 8 months old, and he was able to crawl.
Okay.
So very, very good. And then the last thing is that the mayor of Scottsdale actually said that the film had no redeeming social value and certainly isn't the image of Arizona. Certainly the image Arizona wants to project, and the low-budget film made close to $30 million.
It was really fun. I mean,
It was.
It was, and it was like this, how they call it in English? Cake comedy that is always with hit and run and this kind of stuff.
Right.
It's always happening. John Goodman was part of this cast, and it was funny because this couple kidnapped the children of some rich person that the last name was Arizona, and the ex-conviction friends from High, that is the Nicolas Cage, they came home. They see the children. They related with the different newspaper,
Right.
and they decide to kidnap the baby again.
Why not?
So it was a race against the guys who kidnapped the real father and the bounty hunter,
All at once.
all on the same time.
Simultaneously.
So it was like, what? So it was really hilarious. So we have to go with music.
Let's do it.
And what I want to know, guys,
Yes.
that you were listening this, is the lyrics of this song. They have very particular words that I'm not sure what they said.
Okay.
So if you probably know the lyrics, because it's not written in the original song. It starts sounds after the sound came out. But this is a version that is from New York City in 2001 with Billy Idol, and the song is called Money, Money. And this is from October 1981.
Okay.
So you're probably going to be listening and let me know. And we are back. I think that we know now the lyrics.
Now we know the lyrics.
And we know the part that it was not
Politically correct.
political. That's correct. That's
correct.
why now I understand what they're singing 12 years ago, 14 years ago when I was in Orlando. But okay, let's go with the last movie from
Okay.
today.
Super Express.
Ready? Okay, let's go. And they're not pillows.
No, they're not pillows.
Okay, let's find out if we have. Let's hear it here. Okay. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Eduardo Lalo Madariaga.
Wow, not
So,
bad.
yes.
Well done.
And
Well done.
he was answering the previous movie, but he wrote in another chat, so I say.
see.
But he did on Facebook, and I just saw the
Okay.
one later. So I'm gonna give the 50 points from the first one and the 50 points, so he have another extra point today.
Okay, wonderful. So he made it to, he's got a full point. 7-1. Very good. Very good. Congratulations.
You know what? It's a 1987 American road body comedy film written, produced, and directed by John Hughes. The film stars as Steve Martin as Neil Page, a high-strung marketing executive, and John Candy as Dale Griffith, a good-hearted but annoying shower curtain ring salesman. They share a 3-day odyssey of misadventures trying to get Neil home to Chicago in time for Thanksgiving with his family. Neil is on a business trip in New York City, and he tried to return to Chicago for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving.
And it's a completely nightmare.
A total nightmare.
Because there's a huge storm.
Yes.
So airports are closed. He have to take a plane that go to another location.
Yes.
Then he have to take a train, and the train was to another place. Then he have to rent a car. There were no cars. So John Goodman tried to help him, and the car get involved in an accident. So everything that can happen to him happens.
And, well, John Hughes came up with this idea because he went through an experience. He had an 11 o'clock presentation in New York City and wanted to return to Chicago at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But winter winds canceled the flight. He had to stay in a hotel. The next day the delays continued. Then he had to go to Denver. And from there he was diverted to Phoenix. He didn't make it back to Chicago until Monday. And he thought, what a great idea for a movie. So
he was where? In New York?
He was in New York.
And he had to go to Chicago.
And he had to go to Chicago.
And he finished on Phoenix, in Arizona.
He ended up in Phoenix, and finally from Phoenix had to, made it on Monday. And again, instead of being frustrated, he talked about, making this movie.
It's incredible.
It is incredible.
In fact, I was on Monterey on Tuesday.
Right.
So I did the show on Monday night.
Right.
I had to take the 6 in the morning flight.
Yeah.
And in Tuesday.
Okay.
So I have to wake up at 3.
Good,
to take the 6 in the morning flight. Then I have to return on the 9:30 p.m. flight.
Okay.
That it was delayed.
Of course.
So I came here, finally landed around 1 in the morning on Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
So I arrived home around 1:45 on Wednesday, and then we have the expo on Tuesday.
Wow.
That I have to be in the expo before 8 o'clock in Santa Fe.
Wow.
So I have to wake up around 6 in the morning. 5 in the
5,
morning.
Yeah.
To take the taxi to the Santa Fe around 7, to be on the place before 8, and then doing the expo all night long until next morning that I came home.
But you were able to see the show, the Circus Soleil.
No.
What do
I
you
was
mean?
so tired that I
Oh
cannot go
my
there.
gosh.
But there's a lot of comment that the show was not what I expect.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
and then one very quick thing
Go
about
ahead.
the movie is John Candy arrived on set with exercise equipment. You'll remember that John Candy was a bigger
huge
type guy. And so on the first day of shooting, he has all this equipment, treadmills, weights, and other exercise equipment, and they had to take that all to his hotel suite. He didn't use any of it.
He just want to have peace of mind
That's
that
right.
he got it. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mario.
Thank you, Frank.
So I'm just trying to confirm. Let's see what Lalo said. The lunchbox was horrible on the expo. Normally on that expo, they have a very good lunch. I mean, you can sit on the table. They bring an soup. They have a regular meat and rice and this and a dessert. So on this occasion, they did like a happy box.
Oh, like
Yes.
a Happy
There's a
Meal.
little
Like a happy meal. So you have to go to a place, just present your credential. Then they're gonna make a hole with a punch holder, and they're gonna give you a box. In the box you have one like is a baguette with probably a ham or turkey, or the other was serrano.
Okay,
ham.
okay. Ham, right.
And they have a salad with lettuce and other stuff. They have one macaroni extra salad, pasta salad, and they have the dressing. They have habaneros, and they have soda in a can, and some napkins, and that's it.
Wow. And in previous years, they would give lobster and filet mignon. Is that
Yes, that kind of stuff.
right? There you go.
So, yes, we are very, very disappointed with the food and very disappointed with the closing act that it was Cirque du Soleil. But well, Mario, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Frank.
So,
Alex, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, for your assistance, contribution, and the best part is that your equity, have to be like an equal person doing this show.
Yes.
Because as you know, people that are listening and watching, sometimes the station operator are influenced by Mario, but not Alex.
Okay.
So,
well, that's better than manipulated.
That's the word that I was looking for. Thank you very much. That you don't fall in manipulation with Mary. We're gonna left with music from SOS Band. Take Your Time, March 1980, and we're gonna be closing with Miami Sound Machine with Gloria Estefan, Miami Sound Machine, Bad Boy. That's from August 1985. Thank you very much. We'll listen again next Saturday with TV series.
That's right.
We're gonna have probably a guest, and we have the challenge with Lalo. That Lalo is mentioned that he's gonna bring in.
Okay.
No, he's not bringing Mil Máscaras Sol Santo. He's gonna
Okay.
bring Blue Demon.
Okay.
And he's gonna bring your close friend that you didn't bring. That is Rey Mysterio.
Okay. Well, they're not welcomed.
Not on your side, but on his side, they're welcome.
Okay.
So, and that's it for us. Monday, remember La Pecera. Thursday, we have the car wash. And next Saturday, we have again Partners in Crime. Thank you very much. Enjoy. And remember, after this show, we have
Las guapachosas de Cabina M Radio.
we have Las Guapachosas de Cabina M Radio. So just keep on the sign and the signal. Just keep listening to radio station because we have very good music. Bye-bye.
And thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, lovely couple. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.